Good afternoon, this is Paul. There's a gap in the rain, so I'm going to go for it, and I'm going to see if I can get a video and some photos done before it rains again. This is delivery mileage 2021 Porsche Cayman GT4 PDK, and it's in Crayon, which is a fabulous looking colour. Now I've always been, well not say always, but I've been a big fan of Porsche for years, and I think with a reasonable bias towards the 911 up until now. I've had a few 911s, I've had a few Porsches. The 911 has always been the one I think that a lot of people have looked upon as being the Porsche. But I have to say, the more of these that I drive, the more of these that I come across, and the more incarnations and the updates and the slight changes here and there, the more I love them. Not only is this an amazing car to drive, I mean the GT4, it's quite a track focused car as you're aware, but the GT4's got a very strong engine, very strong gearbox. It's a car that can take an awful lot of track use if that's what you decide to do with it, or it's equally comfortable on the road. The GT4 looks meaner and more purposeful than the other models. If I crouch down, you can see there's lovely twin exhaust sticking out of the back. You've got a lot of rubber on the road. I don't know if you can see that, but you've got very wide tyres on the back. The Crayon with the contrasting black, I think looks amazing. So these really nice dark tail lights, of course they're all LED, and then the nice Porsche insignia and the black GT4 badge on the top. I love the upturned rear spoiler, as well as the rear wing. The whole thing just looks really nice, nicely proportioned. The wheel arches are so nicely filled out with those big wheels, and they're almost, they are pretty much level with the side of the car, and I think that makes the car look pretty muscular. Of course, unlike the 911, this has got 2 seats rather than 4, although the 911's 4 seats are occasional seats, I think is probably the best way of putting it. Unless you're very small or you are a child, it's not going to be the easiest seat to sit in, get in and out of, or to sit in a long journey. So this is becoming more and more a viable alternative. Now, what the main differences between the Cayman and the 911 is the positioning of the engine. So, which is why one has 4 seats and the other one has 2. The 911 has the engine to the rear of the rear wheels, or just slightly to the rear of the rear wheels, sunk really, really low for the centre of gravity. And the Cayman and the Boxster has it there and slightly in front of the rear wheels, which effectively makes this a mid-engine car. The effect that has on the handling is it gives you a very neutral car in terms of balance, which makes it very predictable. So predictable gives you really good handling. It makes the car an awful lot easier to drive, especially driving fast. It inspires confidence. You can see here we've got partial leather, partial Alcantara with that lovely contrasting red stitching. You've got the GT very lightweight door handles. This particular one has got the luxurious electrically adjustable seats, which have a lot of movement. You can also pump these up here and let them down, and these as well, and then this button down here also gives you lumbar support upper and lower. So I would think for a road spec car, certainly, although it's certainly enough lateral support there to use on a track, but for road this is definitely the car and the specification of seat I would go for over and above the buckets. The buckets are brilliant around a racetrack, but if you're getting older like I am, they can be a bit hard on your back, especially your lower back, if you're doing long car journeys. So, auto lights there. It's the same key that we've had before. And then we've got the steering wheel with paddles. It's a suede steering wheel, so it's got a really nice feel to it. There's a lot of grip. So gear change pedals, plus changes up a gear, minus changes down a gear. You've got your cruise control just tucked in underneath here, indicators and flash, and wipers on the other side. You can see this car has done 37 miles from new, so it really is fresh out of the showroom. In fact, it's still got the protective coatings on the pedals. If I just let it start up quickly. Now you can see here, it's got the Sports PDK. So you've got the sport button here, and you've got the suspension adjustment. You can turn the traction control off. You have the button here which turns off the automatic start stop. And I don't know if you can hear the difference there. And that gives you the sports exhaust, which not only makes the exhaust sound hollow and makes it more barky, but it also helps to exit the exhaust gases faster when under full throttle. This is the climate control air conditioning, and you have heated seats with 3 different settings: burn, hot and warm on both sides. And this lovely PDK gear selector with a nice aluminium shiny finish and Alcantara here as well. And if you look across the vents, you can see more of that lovely stitching extends around the doors, around the car, to the headrests with the GT4 insignia. As I say, these lovely seats, which are leather on the outside in the main, and then you have this very lightweight, very warm in the winter and not too hot in the summer Alcantara. So really nicely balanced, high performance, very quick, very nimble car. And I think now, certainly as the model is progressing, and you get to this, which is the latest model, what a pretty car. So I hope you like the car, I hope you like the video, I hope you find the video useful. If you'd like to know more about the car, please give us a call, drop us a line, drop us an email or a text or a WhatsApp, and we'd be very happy to talk to you about it. Thanks for watching.